Welcome to your 2026 Hajj preparation. We're focusing on Hajj al-Tamatu, the most common type for international travelers, where you perform Umrah first, followed by Hajj. Your core timeline runs strictly from May 25th to May 30th. Before you even head to the airport, keep your packing precise. You're allowed 2 20-kilogram checked bags and 1 7-kilogram carry-on. Inside, make sure you have the essentials: unscented soap and a pair of basic rubber sandals. You need to put on your ihram garments before you board your flight. Ensure the right side of your upper garment is kept open as required by the sunnah. During the flight, the pilot will announce when you cross the miqat, specifically the Yalam boundary. At that exact moment, you make your niyyah, your formal intention, and start reciting the talbiyah. Take a screenshot of this graphic so you can practice the exact wording. Crossing the miqat without your ihram and intention is the first major logistical failure point. Missing this window violates the ritual requirements of entry before you even touch the ground. Once you land, skip the long lines for SIM cards at the airport. You'll save hours by heading directly to your accommodation and buying a local SIM in the Azizia area instead. When you are ready to enter the haram in Mecca, step forward with your right leg first. As you cross the threshold, recite this specific dua, asking Allah to open the doors of His mercy. Now you begin the Tawaf. This involves exactly 7 counterclockwise rotations around the Kaaba. You must start every single round at the corner housing the black stone, the Hajar-e-Aswad. Next is the Sa'i. You will walk 7 lengths back and forth between the hills of Safa and Marwa. Notice the green lights along the corridor. It is a sunnah for men to jog a bit faster when passing between these markers. The final step of Umrah is halak, shaving or trimming your hair. Once completed, your ihram restrictions are lifted, and you can change back into your normal clothes. Completing this exact sequence successfully means you finished the Umrah prerequisite. You are now in a holding pattern, fully prepared to enter the official state of Hajj. On the evening of May 25th, the real work begins. Take a shower at your hotel, put your ihram garments back on, and recite the talbiyah. You are now officially in the state of Hajj. From your accommodation in Azizia, you will make a 13-kilometer transit over to the tent city of Mina. On May 26th, day 1 of Hajj, you will stay inside these tents. Your obligations here are simple: praying Zohar, Asr, Maghrib, and Isha, and resting. This first day in Mina serves as a required preparatory holding pattern. You will use this time to physically anchor yourself and conserve energy before the demanding rituals that begin on day 2. Day 2 is May 27th. You'll travel 12 kilometers to the plains of Mount Arafat. This location is the core of the entire Hajj experience. Your primary required action here is making intense dua, or supplication. From Zohr all the way to Maghrib, you pray and ask for forgiveness on what is known as the Day of Acceptance. Pay attention to this strict logistical rule. Do not pray Maghrib at Arafat. The moment the sun sets, you must immediately travel to Muzdalifah. Upon arriving in Muzdalifah, your mandatory sequence is to pray Maghrib and Isha together. Then you need to collect exactly 49 pebble-sized stones from the ground, calculated as 7 plus 21 plus 21 for the days ahead. Once your stones are collected, the requirement is to spend the rest of the night resting or sleeping directly under the open sky. Arafat marks the spiritual peak of the journey, but the night at Muzdalifah serves as your final logistical preparation. Sleeping under the open sky provides the mental and physical reset needed before the sunrise transit to the stoning pillars. On May 28th, you'll walk 6 kilometers to the Jamarat. Here, you have a strict instruction. Throw exactly 7 of your stones at the Big Shaitan pillar, and only the Big Shaitan. Next is a crucial digital verification step. Open your Hajj or Nusuk app on your phone and confirm that your Qurbani, the animal sacrifice, has been officially completed. Once confirmed, perform halak to shave or trim your hair. For women, this is just a 1-inch trim. You can now change out of your ihram into civil clothes, travel into Mecca, and perform Tawaf al-Ziyarah and Sa'i. The next 2 days, May 29th and 30th, require you to return to the Jamarat. You must throw 21 stones each day, 7 at each of the 3 pillars. The primary failure point here is timing. You absolutely must perform this stoning after Zawal, which is the afternoon. Make a dua after stoning the first and second pillars, but walk away immediately without dua after the third. By perfectly executing this choreographed sequence of stoning, confirming your sacrifice, and completing that final tawaf, you fulfill your remaining farz and wajib acts. Your Hajj is now valid. Before you completely exit the city limits of Mecca and head home, there is one absolute final requirement. You must perform the Tawaf al-Wida, your farewell tawaf around the Kaaba. With your Hajj obligations fully complete, the journey shifts away from Mecca, moving north toward the peaceful city of Medina. The goal during your visit to Medina is to pray 40 consecutive prayers inside Masjid an-Nabawi. This takes exactly 8 days, and doing so brings the specific reward of protection from hypocrisy. Keep in mind, visiting Medina is highly recommended, but it is not a mandatory farz act. Successfully following this May 25th to 30th blueprint is what guarantees a valid Hajj al-Tamatu. Make sure to save this video to your device so you can reference it offline while you travel.